Faceless YouTube is not passive income. And if that is something that you are expecting, this video might save you months of wasted time, effort, and energy. Because you have probably seen the videos to upload once and earn forever. AI scripts, AI voiceovers, zero work, and infinite upsides. But that version of YouTube automation does not really exist. I know because I run multiple Faceless YouTube channels for the past 4 years, and I also have helped hundreds of people start their YouTube automation channels. You can check that out by joining my free community on YouTube automation by clicking the link in the description. Again, it's completely free to join. And yeah, over the years, I've seen exactly why people quit YouTube automation, and again, it is not passive income. I would more so call it a leveraged digital system. So you basically work upfront to build an asset that can pay you back over time. And yes, ideally, if you build more of these sort of videos, you will exponentially grow over time with your channel. But you have to understand this early to avoid getting burned out and stop before you reach that point of exponential growth. The goal here is to not have this like viral exponential growth and then make a lot of money and then die off, which would be nice if you go viral fast and make a lot of money. But the goal here in my eyes is to build long-term channels that grow slowly over time and that give you a baseline of revenue that grows on top of each other as you build more channels and have more long-term channels. So let me show you what Faceless YouTube actually is and in a way why it's actually better than passive income. So first I'm gonna share with you and make you understand how you should actually approach this business. And I'm also gonna share 3 client stories to make you understand what the actual roadmap will be. So the first thing we have to do is redefine this passive income dream that you might have about YouTube automation. There is almost nothing in the world that is truly passive income. There's always some work involved. And in most cases, if you're going for that like passive income side, which would be like maybe real estate and dividend stock investing or ETF investing, that is where you put a big amount of money, put it in like an asset like real estate in a house, for example, or on the stock market, and it works while you don't have to do anything for it. It earns you rent or it grows over time and pays you dividends. This is passive in a way. You still would have to like manage your buildings or your portfolio in a little way, but the same applies to YouTube and YouTube automation. You cannot expect to just build a channel, throw some videos online and have passive income for the rest of your life, you know? You have to do the front-loaded work. So you need to do the ideation, build the channel, hire the team, create videos and like a system to creating videos, and then consistently post these videos, whether it is yourself or you outsource it, depending on the amount of money you have. But you will need to put in all that effort before, and then sure, in the back end, it grows over time. And the reason they call it YouTube automation and like passive YouTube is because once I put a video online, it can get me revenue for months and views for months or even years. And that is where the passive part comes in. You front load the work and build a video, and then hopefully the video does well and keeps paying you back in views and revenue. And the beauty about it is once that video is online, you do not have to touch it anymore. I have videos that still make me $100 a day, and I posted it like a year ago, for example. So that is where the whole passive aspect comes in. But actually managing the business, managing your freelancers and keeping the channel up and alive and new videos coming out, this does require work. And you will have to stay on top of the game, find new topics, new niches, new video ideas to spark the interest and punch through the market and be ahead of your competitors to actually get those views and keep the good videos coming with good ideas. So yes, the videos do work for you once the videos are online, but just putting videos online doesn't mean you're gonna get views and passive income from it for months or even years. You do need to have good ideas, you do need to write good scripts, you need to do good video editing, you need a good thumbnail, and you need a good title to even get those views and get potentially like subscribers to your channel and yeah, money over time. So yeah, this whole YouTube automation thing, it's not some make money fast scheme. It's not a get rich quick scheme at all. You will need some time to get started, find a good niche, build a good channel and make some money. And even when you have that, it's still not like a get rich quick scheme, because YouTube AdSense, they pay you out 1 month after making the money. So if you make, let's say, $10,000 in December, at the end of January, you're gonna get paid out. And you also need some build-up time to get to those numbers. So it's not like from 0 to 100, you are doing that within your first like 3 months. You barely see that happen with YouTube automation. Some people get lucky with a niche and they explode fast and make good money, but still, like reaching those $5,000 to $10,000 a month levels consistently is pretty hard to achieve with YouTube. Now, let me talk about 3 common misbeliefs and the reality of that I have seen people have in the past like 4 or 5 years of doing YouTube automation and working with a lot of people too. So belief number 1 is that you can outsource everything from the start or use AI to do everything for you. Now, where in a way you can outsource everything from the start, but if you think that without zero like skills or experience in this game, you can hire a team of freelancers to do everything for you and make a lot of money, you are very wrong. First of all, you would need a lot of money for this. Second of all, if you pay all these people to do it and you don't understand the business yourself, the channels that they make for you will probably not get monetized and not make you a lot of money back. You are the one that needs to be creative and do the research to finding like viral niches and then also coming up with viral video ideas. You cannot expect to hire someone online from like India or Pakistan for cheap probably, because that's what people do with YouTube automation, to find these like viral niches for you and do everything for you. First of all, you probably don't have the money to like fund a team like this for long enough. And second of all, if it would be that easy, these people would do that themselves. You still need to have the vision, you need to do the content strategy, you need to do the quality control, and basically be the boss of the company and tell these people what to do, when to do it, and how to do it, and how not to do it mostly too. Now, the second misbelief a lot of people have is that once you get monetized, you will start making a lot of money. And this is the biggest joke in the industry, basically. So many people buy pre-monetized channels and then think that they can start earning money. But if you just buy a pre-monetized channel and you do not have like good videos and a good audience of watchers, you are not gonna get any views and you will not make any money anyway. You make money from the impressions you get because YouTube likes your content, and then the viewers clicking on those videos and watching those videos. If you buy a pre-monetized channel that is monetized with like some Indian or Pakistani audience of subscribers and you upload a video in English, YouTube is going to think your whole audience is from India or Pakistan and you're not going to get any views on your videos. Many people think that once they get the channel monetized or pre-buy it, they reach the end destination, but that is literally just the start of your journey. That is the moment where, okay, if you build an organic channel and you find a niche and get momentum and you get into the program, that's when you start finally earning from it, and that's when you start building over time. But to expect that once you are monetized, you are done, you are very wrong on that. This is only when your earning journey starts. And to be very honest with you, most people that are starting fresh, they need like 3 to 6 months to test 2-3 channels and find their first like channel that does get monetized and start earning them some money. Now, the third misbelief a lot of people have is that anyone can do this. And yes, in reality, anyone is able to do this. But from what I've seen coaching people for over 3 years now, is that a lot of people that think they can do this and think they want to do this, but when it comes to the actual work, they quit within the first month of starting and maybe even just posting 2 or 3 videos, not even giving it a fair chance. And yeah, I see time and time again, a lot of people think that success will happen to like everyone and it's some sort of this like overnight luck thing where you have this one video that pops off and your whole life changes. And yes, you can have one viral video and a lot of things change because all of a sudden you have money to reinvest into the business. But usually success comes from building skills and being persistent over time and not from overnight luck. So just remember, the hype sells simplicity, but the reality demands real life skills and persistence. What it comes down to is you cannot skip the learning curve to reach success, whether it's YouTube automation or anything else in life. Now, I do want to tell you, like share some positivity with you too, and that is the front-loaded work aspect. So for the past 5-6 months, I've been traveling, I've been visiting my family in Amsterdam from usually living in Bali. I've been on a ski trip. I've seen all my friends, I've seen all my family. During the weekdays, I've been skiing, I've been traveling, going back and forth and not being very locked in on my work. Now, I do miss my routines, but on most of my channels, I have content posted ahead for the coming 3 or 4 weeks. So I have a team in place at this point in time. I've been doing this for a while and I have the content scheduled ahead, like let's say every day or every other day a video. And I have for most channels that I run 10-15 videos posted ahead already. So if I have 5 of those channels that have content posted ahead till the end of February, for example, I in a way do not have to look at these channels. I do have to like do quality check control, see if the thumbnails are okay, see if the videos are okay, check in with my freelancers, but this is like just a little chatting back and forth. But in a way, I do not have to like actively work on these videos and channels at the moment when I am traveling. So when you do reach this point of having a few channels that are profitable and monetized, and you have your team in place that do most of the work, yes, your life can become a lot easier. And that is where YouTube automation really shines. You don't have to be actively involved in the channel every single day if you have the team and these videos scheduled ahead. So that is where the front-loaded work really starts to pay off. Your videos go live automatically and you don't have to touch the videos anymore, and they get views no matter where you are in the world, because it's just about the viewers watching the videos on your channel. Now let me tell you 3 stories of real life clients that I helped coach one-on-one that basically went from doing zero with YouTube automation, whether starting from scratch or having a channel but not making any money, to making, like, each of them made over $5,000 a month from YouTube automation within like the 3 to 6 months of working with me. Some of them reached way higher levels of even $7,000 and $15,000 a month, but like the 3 of them made over $3,000 or like $5,000 at one point in doing this, and they all had different wrong beliefs about the market. So let me tell you like about this. So the first one is Jeremy, and it took Jeremy about 2 or 3 years of like knowing about me before he started with the coaching. And the year before he started with my coaching, he had been running a Faceless channel for a full year, and he was monetized, so he thought that he should be making money. But in that full year of being monetized, he only made $50. And he was very emotionally stuck to this one channel that he launched. And once we started and looked at the channel and the niche and the demand and the supply, I told him, listen, you're going to cut off this channel. You gave it enough chances and time to work. It's not working. We're going to do new niche research. And then literally the first channel that he started within a month got monetized. First month of being fully monetized made him $4,500. Second month made him $7,000 in AdSense revenue. Now, this is in a way a bit of a lucky outlier, but it's also like real life researched work where he found a niche that he not just like knew he would make money with, but he actually is a passionate lover of that niche. And he has been running that channel for over a year now and made over $100,000 from this one channel. And this just goes to show that if you make the good decision, things can go very fast. If you stay stuck in the wrong niche, you can not do anything for months or even a year and only make $50 from it. So just realize that you cannot treat this as some hobby that you do on the side. It is a real business. There's real systems and strategies involved. And if you follow the wrong system and strategy, nothing will happen. But if you follow the right one, your chances of success dramatically increase. Now, the second story is about my client, Stephanie. She went from doing nothing and testing 1 or 2 channels, but not even getting monetized, to launching a channel with us, and then within, I think it was 1 or 2 months, getting monetized, and her first month of monetization making $6,000 or $7,000 from AdSense revenue. And her main limiting belief was that she didn't have the technical skills to do YouTube automation. So she worked in IT, I think, and she just got a new daughter, so she was like in her mid-30s somewhere. And she just thought that this side hustle online business is not for me because it involves so much like new things that I need to learn, and I won't be able to learn this. So she felt overwhelmed by having to like find video IDs, understanding how the YouTube platform works, writing scripts, editing videos, maybe recording voiceovers or hiring team members to manage. She was very overwhelmed by all the different skill facets that you have to learn with YouTube automation. But she did want to start an online side hustle. She did want to make money online. So I explained to her, listen, like, I know everything is overwhelming, but that is because you were trying this yourself. You don't have a system, you don't have a strategy. But I'm telling you, there's more people like you at your age that have no experience that also made this work. So why could you not make this work? And then we put a simple strategy in place for her that you could follow step by step on what to do, when to do, and how to do it. And also an easy video creation process that you could follow along with. And literally her second or third channel she launched, 1 month monetized, second month $6,000, $7,000 in AdSense revenue. And this really was a good show of, even if you have no technical skills and don't know how this business works, you can still make this work, but you will have to follow the good strategies and systems. Now, Michael, the third case study that I went through, he was a very busy father. He had a wife and I think 3 kids, lived in Brazil, had a full-time job. but he still wanted to have an online side hustle, an online job to make more money online, to have like more freedom in his life. Now, when he came to me, he was like, listen, I want to do this, but it sounds so overwhelming time-wise, and I do not know how I will find the time to produce videos and make this work for me. He had tried multiple side hustles before YouTube. I think he tried e-commerce dropshipping and maybe Amazon affiliate or something. And yeah, his main constraint was, Casper, I do not think that I have enough time to make videos and do this YouTube thing to like make real money from it. So when we got started with Michael, I showed him simple strategies and systems to find viral topic videos, make those videos, and then potentially outsource some things to freelancers so that it would cost you less than 1.5 to 2 hours every single day to make one video, and that was completely by himself. He did it, he filled his first 2 channels, he didn't give up, and his 3rd channel monetized within a month, and then his first month of monetization made him $6,000 or $7,000 in AdSense revenue using AI tools. And then after that, he started outsourcing more and had more time to scale up even more. So these 3 really go to show if you follow the wrong system and strategy, it will not work for you. You do not need crazy technical skills to get started with this. And you can do this without a lot of time while still working your job, but you just need the right necessary skills and strategies. So how should you start approaching YouTube automation in 2026 if you really want to do this and run this and make it profitable next to your 9-to-5 job? First of all, you need to make a mindset shift and treat this as a real business. It's not a get-rich-quick hack or get-rich-quick scheme. You need to learn the systems and strategies to scale and start this, and then you also need the technical skills to actually make videos and channels. You need a long-term mindset and understand that just the learning curve will probably take you 3 to 6 months, and then from there on you will probably have a few channels set up and monetize working for you. Number 2 is having strategic content planning and niche experience. So it's important that you not just get into random topics that you see someone post online in like a top 5 video on Instagram or YouTube. You need to understand which niches work, how supply and demand works, and then how to do proper niche research to finding good niches to test and start. This will make or break your success. Then you need to understand the front loading principle, where you test the channel with 10 or 15 videos, you make the videos, you do not see the instant results, but you do know in the back of your head that if something hits, videos can get you views and income for the months or years to come. So you just need to keep testing stuff until you find that good niche and build those good videos that will make that long-term momentum go for you. But you have to understand that this will usually not happen the first time, and you will need to consistently make good videos to keep like this on track. Now, I had 2 more points about scaling and automating in a right way. And then also, once you have something running, how to reinvest and scale your business up. But this video is turning out to be very long, and I think that the first things that I talked about are, for the most beginners, the most important things to start. So in the next video, I will go deeper into the scaling part. So I hope by now that you understand that YouTube automation is not passive income. You will need to do some work and spend some time in this business to actually make this work for you. But once it is working, I promise you it will pay off and you have a more freedom lifestyle. Just imagine that in a year from now, you do this and you can quit your job. You have these channels running in the back. You work a few hours a day on them, but you can travel and live the freedom lifestyle and go whenever you want and work whenever you want. If you like this information, please like and subscribe to the videos. If you have any questions about this, comment them below. And please do not forget to join my community for free. Click the link in the description or first pinned comment to join the Faceless School community, where I have a free course for you. I also have more advanced courses, and you get private access to me with all your questions and a community of like-minded people to help you do this. Now, if you're excited to do this but are not sure yet about the systems and strategy that you should follow, I recommend you to watch this video, because here I break down my 5M strategy, which I have been using for the past 4 years to start and scale profitable YouTube automation channels. And I also teach this system to all my clients that are having profitable channels too.